Today I bring before you House Bill 140. It deals with preemption of state law dealing with firearms. Current law states that no locality can enact any new legislation after 1985 more restricted than state law. Current law also provides for a caveat that a political subdivision or localities are still able to prohibit the possession of a weapon or firearm in certain commercial establishments and public buildings. In turn, this provides a patchwork of regulations and prohibitions that could only turn a law-abiding citizen into a criminal. Further, these prohibitions do not deter criminals, they only confuse those trying to follow the law. The legislation does not change where firearms are prohibited by state statute and does not prevent a private business from prohibiting firearms. The firearm laws should be consistent throughout the state. Again, this legislation prevents patchwork laws that hurt law-abiding citizens' rights to exercise their Second Amendment constitutional rights to defend themselves and, more importantly, their loved ones. This bill is supported by the Louisiana Shooting Association, the National Rifles Association, Home Defense of New Orleans, Firearms Professionals of Louisiana, Louisiana Family Forum, as well as many other groups that support constitutional rights. That's right. So you're getting into constitutional law, and as you know, there's certain constitutional rights are tested by the courts on different standards, and the one that you're talking about, as well as the one I'm talking about here in the Second Amendment, is under strict scrutiny. And I love my locals just as much as you do, Representative Moreno, but when we're talking about the Bill of Rights, constitutional rights, specifically the first, and in this instance, the Second Amendment, they're so important. You know, they are tested on the strict scrutiny standard. We have to weigh those citizens' constitutional rights to the small inconveniences that are being given to the locals, and I'm going to pick the constitutional rights first because I feel in this statute the locals are still given the opportunity to restrict certain buildings and certain commercial establishments within subsection N, so they can still safely protect those certain highly critical buildings. So I'd say I implore everyone in this legislature to vote in support of citizens' Second Amendment rights on this bill.
Oftentimes you've used the phrase law-abiding citizen. Is that a legal definition? Is that a legal term? Is that defined anywhere in statute?
I'm not sure if it's defined in statute, Representative, but it's common sense. I mean, we're talking about individuals who follow the law, who are good citizens, and in the case of a concealed carry permit, who have gone through hours of training, who have had background checks, who continuously recertify to get these rights. I feel comfortable, whether it's legal or not, that you know and I know what a law-abiding citizen is, and that's the people that I'm here trying to protect from becoming criminals based on how the preemption code is structured presently. And I'm not making a determination on where you can and can't carry a firearm. I'm just saying that this legislature is a place to have the conversation so we can educate all the law-abiding citizens across this state exactly what the law is. The whole point of the bill is so that local government does not pass a law more restrictive than the state level, so we can have uniformity across the code, so that it doesn't matter which area of the 367 localities that you're in. If you're a law-abiding concealed carry permit holder, you know exactly what the law is, and you won't be unintentionally turned into a criminal.
I don't need to interrupt.